Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of Miss Ziggy's Dog Tribe. Today we are here in Pune with Koira Club. That's
Hello.
Sahil Sharma, Amruta Patwardhan.
Hi.
And today we are going to be talking about leash walking, something that most pet parents struggle with, most dogs struggle with. So let's start off by talking about what is the correct way to hold a leash.
Well, you take the right hand, you put in the loop, obviously, to leash. This hand is basically for the safety. And of course, we use the left hand to usually steer the dog. The slack, the primary slack should be here, between the dog and the leash. This should be slack, it should not be tense. Right? And of course, in the event if you have like a highly driven dog that might suddenly just lunge at something, so that way, even if your hand sort of, you lose grip here, you still have this hand for your safety. So ideally, this is what we follow. And the main focus is always, we're not looking at like a focused heel. We're not expecting the dog to stick to our knee and look up and trot and do all of that. Not necessarily, of course, even though it looks really cool. What we're essentially looking at is that the walk should be something that's enjoyable for both you and your dog. When the leash is slack, the dog's not basically choking for, gasping for air or choking himself. And of course, your shoulder also remains intact. So that's what we believe is the ideal way of leash walking, and this is our grip and how we go about it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the different types of leashes?
Yeah, so there are quite a few leashes and they are used for different purposes for different types of breeds. So there is the flat leash, there is the rope leash, there is the flexi leash, there is the long leash, then there is a waterproof leash, then there is a chain leash.
And you have the adjustable leash, and there is also your 6-inch leash.
The body leash is basically tied to your waist. We talked about the leashes, but a very important thing about getting a leash is, rather than focusing on your favorite colors or what will look cute on your dog, what is more important, getting the right leash for the right breed. Alright, so Neha, could you tell me which leashes you have and which leashes do you use for Ziggy?
So for Ziggy, we have the waterproof leash, like you said, because we do a lot of outdoor activities.
Oh yes, of course.
And we've got ours from Heads Up for Tail.
Okay.
The one leash that I use a lot for my outdoor stuff is the rough wear leash that you told me to get.
The Knotter leash.
The Knotter leash, correct. So I'm going to be putting the link to that in the caption. And we also have the long leash, the 30-foot long leash from For the Love of Dog.
Yeah.
Which is extremely handy for the beach.
It is.
Because there are lots of people, lots of stray dogs and
Yeah.
other people's dogs, and I want Ziggy to have a really good time exploring the beach. So it is a little tricky to manage it, when I kind of reel it in and hold it in, but it's really amazing.
Yeah, but
so these are